For this video, we take a look at the 2020 Christmas celebration at the Wild Adventures theme park. Join me for a little Christmas cheer, shall you? Will you look at that? We're in Valdosta, Georgia at Wild Adventures theme park, and I'm taking a look at the annual Christmas celebration. You know, Wild Adventures is a regional amusement park, and I do find it to be a hidden gem. I've been to a lot of these theme park Christmas celebrations at Walt Disney World and Universal Studios and Busch Gardens and all those. And Wild Adventures, you know, they don't have the money that those other larger players have, but they still put on an amazing celebration. At the beginning of this video, I filmed the daily Christmas tree lighting. They have a lot of, seasonal shows, musical numbers. Supposedly, they have 1 million lights on display. I'm going to take their word for it. They also claim to have the largest animated Christmas tree in South Georgia, which seems plausible to me. I think they're stretching a little bit when they said they were making snow, because it was more of a bubble machine, honestly. But I guess it's the thought that counts. Their Christmas train was pretty cool, though. I gotta admit that was a great idea, and it's one of the better executed ones that I've seen. What was interesting is it was a big party kind of atmosphere at this park. I've been to Wild Adventures a couple times at nighttime, and it's actually not the greatest lit park when it's, the regular season. But during this Christmas celebration, it's just a lot easier to see. It's so much more bright with all the Christmas lights that I just think if you're going to come to Wild Adventures at night, then this is the time of year to do it. The park is just at its peak. You'll notice that the Christmas tree and a lot of these trees are kind of flashing what would appear erratically. Well, they were synchronized to music. In a lot of places, they had the music jukebox over by the safari train, and they had a lot of impressive contemporary music blasting, and I did have to mute it over copyright concerns. They had several dance shows and a couple musical shows, and when you take into account all the different special events they run for this Christmas celebration, it is pretty elaborate. When people talk to me about Wild Adventures, they always ask me what exactly is Wild Adventures, because there's not a lot of awareness for people, I guess, outside of Georgia. Wild Adventures is kind of like Georgia's Busch Gardens. It's a mixture of a zoo with an amusement park, and they also add a water park as well. And what's interesting is it's just a single admission. They don't actually charge you a separate gate admission for going into the water park. I kind of live right now dead center in Florida, where I'm of equal distance between Walt Disney World, Universal, as well as Wild Adventures. So it's about a 2-hour drive in either direction, depending on my mood. I'll end up going to Wild Adventures because it's just a lot more affordable. They also had built this cool little Christmas village inside where the tiger shows usually take place. It's kind of funny too. It was watching the trainer relaxing the tigers with the Christmas music, and those tigers were just chilling out, and they looked like they were having a blast. They had a special menu for the main sit-down restaurant, and the food looked pretty good by theme park standards. I was just too cheap for that because they were charging about $25 a head. And I'm perfectly fine with, a slice of pizza and a soda when I'm at a theme park. They also set up a Santa's workshop so the little ones could meet Santa Claus, and looked like a lot of kids were having a great time. Keep in mind, if you're planning to come out for the Christmas celebration, they close out the perimeter of the park, so some of the major roller coasters are shut down for this event, namely the Cheetah and the Twisted Typhoons. You might be disappointed if you're coming to ride those rides, because they are the flagships of this park, and they are not available during this Christmas celebration. So what's the bottom line for the Wild Adventures Christmas celebration? It's pretty darn awesome. I had purchased my ticket online, so there was a promo deal for $20 for the daily admission, And that's cheaper than just parking your car at Disney World or Universal Studios. And I got an entire day of entertainment, and park is always fun. As long as you go to the place with a realistic expectation of what you're going to get, you're going to have a blast.